listening to Texas Metal Radio. I'm your host, John fucking Winningham, and this is Hellstar.
Crying
was Repentant Fire, and Off With His Head from the new Hellstar album Vampiro, which is pretty kick-ass. It's been on the iPod for the last maybe week and a half. I can't get enough of it. Grab a copy on iTunes and Amazon. We've got a quick interview on this episode with Kyler Sharp, the artist who did our logo, but other than that, we're going to get right fucking to it. Up next, we've got Silver Tongue Devil, Cutthroat Conspiracy, and Iniquitous, but first, Tri-County Terror from Dallas.
We're always chasing midnight. We're always running free. floor. You're a grown-ass woman. seas of the lion, chewing on bone, satanic serpent on a rusted throne. Trapped in tension, a fire and blood, born of man, it's man of God, a matter of evil, sinister dreams, two items, Take away your pain. No pain regret. Yeah, I can't hold my shame. I don't deserve to speak out your name. Your name. That one was gone. Taken forever to hear from me back. One must go. This is how you'll remember me. That weight that you carried, for all those hatchets you buried. Watching your struggle just made me turn cold. Wish I could have learned what you had to teach. Wish I could go back and get this one embraced. Your signs were there, your spells were blinded. You ended your life just trying to escape it. You pulled the trigger. You ended it all. All over one mess call. All over one mess call. So when they call, just answer. Straight to your core.
I've been suffering through. Lonely I feel you, you bring me all hurts to those best things in life. I suffer right through for you. Pushing on the low. Flash you for this time and die. I've seen what's inside of you. Racing to your corridor of what? Where the warriors walk. I get it right, or so I thought I'd try. I've seen what's inside of you. Racing to your core.
That was Hexist with Suicide King and Terror in the Night. You can grab a copy of that shit on Bandcamp. If you haven't figured it out yet, we use Bandcamp for like 95% of the music on the show, so if you're not paying attention to Bandcamp for all kinds of music, you're fucking doing it wrong. Here's our interview with Kyler Sharp. All right, we're sitting here in Wolf House Studio with Kyler Sharp. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Hey, I appreciate you having me.
For all of you who don't know, who are listening, Kyler is a local graphics artist, regular artist. What's the proper title here?
Yeah, that's good. Graphic artist, designer, illustrator.
He did our badass logo, which we absolutely love, by the way. But you've done a lot of different work. You've done work for Van Halen, Black Sabbath, Chris Cornell, Ministry, Down, Superjoint, a very large list of very popular music artists. How did you come about all of these people?
Well, first let me correct you. The Van Halen was me trying to get to do that.
Oh, okay.
And I came very close. I started that design. This was back last year when they played at the Woodlands. And I probably started that design too late, but I had like a lot of other things going on at the same time. But I'm like, I can't not try. So
was there some sort of like contest, or how does that work?
No, I just figured if I get the design done and get it in the right, in front of somebody's eyes to approve it or not, that was my best shot. Right. And I got it as far as the tour manager. But by the time that I got a confirmation that he saw it, it was less than 2 weeks away from the show. And so it kind of died on the vine right there. But I did get it all the way to the tour manager. And this I got confirmation.
And how do you go about getting that information?
Man, just, the internet's great.
Oh, yeah, that's it, huh?
You just start being a private hunting. And I finally found a concessions merchandise company that's huge that works with all the big arenas, outdoor arenas, just like the Woodlands. And the guy that is the president of that place was nice enough to call me back and say, yeah, I know Van Halen's tour manager, and he knew him by name. And he goes, I'm going to send this to him right now. And then that's pretty much where it ended.
Yeah.
And then my buddy Marzi knew one of their drum techs also, and he got it to his drum tech, who did see it too, because he acknowledged it at the show.
Right. That guy, Marzi's kind of all over the place. I had the luxury of meeting him at Mayhem Fest this past year, where Slayer and King Diamond headlined, and I didn't know who he was. I mean, I was familiar with the work he did with Phil and some of the Legals, but I didn't know him, and he kind of chuckled about that and introduced himself, and we sat and talked, and I was like, oh, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. Yeah. I'm going to have to try to get that guy on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you do all kinds of work. You do work for large bands. You do a lot of work for various local artists. I have the Blues Funeral Purifier Mr. Plow show.
Yep.
I have that poster right up on the wall. I do believe, did you do the artwork for that Venomous Maximus Firewalker?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And then one of my favorites you've done, which I do not have a copy of, was the Superjoint Ritual Child Bite King Parrot show that came through last year with like the big giant red demon on the cover.
I'll get you one of those.
That is an amazing piece of work there.
Thank you.
How did you cement yourself into the music scene? How did you go about doing that? You seem to be all over the place when it comes to music, and all different types, not just one specific style.
Yeah. Well, I've lived in Houston, 26 years. My early childhood was here, and then we moved to Groves, Texas in 1978, and that's where I went to school, and then moved back here in 1990. So I always went to the concerts, went to the shows, just to be close to the music. I used to work security, I used for Pace concerts, and so I worked a lot of the big shows in the early 90s at the Unicorn and all these big places where all the bands, whenever rock and roll really blew up back on the radio, when it was the alternative rock, grunge rock, and metal, and everything was that's what the kids were listening to.
Right.
And so I was working a lot of those shows, but I didn't get into doing artwork for bands. Well, let me back up. I did do some, because I've always been a screen print artist doing T-shirts. So I actually got to do a T-shirt design for Billy Gibbons back in the early 90s because I worked at a screen print shop, and the lady that I worked for has known Billy for years, since they were teenagers. So I got to do a T-shirt design for Billy Gibbons, which was cool because I got to talk to him and everything. And then in 2000, I got to do Queensryche's World Tour T-shirts because the print shop we worked at got that contract with them. One of our sales managers there, or sales guys, was a huge Queensryche fan, and he hunted down the right connections and said, "Hey, we got a great art department. Let us do your T-shirts for the 2000 World Tour." So that was my first like real foray into doing something big time with some bigger bands.
And how old were you at this point?
2000, I guess 47 now, so I was...
Let's do the math. 20 something?
Yeah.
Early 20s, something like that?
I was... I was in my late 20s.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck, I can't do math. Even though we have cell phones right here. So, going back. Let's go back a little bit further.
I must have been 30. Yeah, I was about 30.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you said 47, it's 2016.
20, yeah. It was, yeah.
Sorry, everyone. I'm terrible at math.
Hey.
So,
yeah.
When did you decide that you wanted to be an artist? Was art something that you had been doing?
Always.
Always. You knew, huh?
I've always drawn as a little kid.
Do you have a definitive moment in your head that you remember, or is it just something that's been with you for the majority of your life?
Well, I guess drawing a horse when I was a little kid, and I got the likeness of this horse I was drawing, right? And that kind of spurs you on.
Was it a special horse? Did you guys live next to horses,
no,
or just?
I just ended up drawing a horse. But I guess the accolades that come with when you draw something as a little kid, like, because my youngest son is real artistic also, and I can see that when you give them that praise, that just encourages them more. So I went from there. So I just kept drawing my entire life. I've drawn. Went to college and was they call it communications, commercial communications, but that was just a fancy name for graphic design.
Right.
So went to Lamar University, took that, and then moved out here and started working in print shops just as soon as I moved back out to Houston in 1990, just because I love printing. You love to see your artwork being printed on shirts or whatever, and that was really my first getting into the art as a profession,
right?
And screen printing, and I still love it. And just doing the posters, it's still screen printing. So everything I learned with doing shirts, transfers to the posters also.
We see you. I don't remember when we met. I do know that I believe it was Tomas from the Dirty Seeds who was like, "Hey, you should talk to Kyler." He was like, he did one thing from us early on, and I didn't particularly care for it, but he's an amazing artist, so maybe he can help you out. And I don't know, I think I just messaged you on Facebook. I'm sure, I don't recall the show that we met, but when we see each other at shows, generally we go to a lot of metal shows together.
Yeah.
So, but as far as your musical taste goes, rock guy, metal guy, like when did you realize you were a metalhead? Do you recall a moment or a record?
Yeah, well, for me, it all started with Kiss Destroyer.
Yeah.
You got to understand, my age, you're in your 40s, that's the kind of stuff, in the early 70s, it started for me with Kiss, because the image, So
that's all big
that
time.
would be my very first record that I ever bought was Kiss Destroyer. But, on the radio, and then when I started buying other music, it was Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Aerosmith, AC/DC.
Well, Black Sabbath will get you every time.
Right.
Every fucking time.
Yeah. So all of that, Cheap Trick, I love. All of that, which now is classic rock, but that was the metal of the day.
Right.
And then
they all have their place in the history of heavy metal as we know it today.
Exactly. And then, in the 80s, you had, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, right. All those bands.
The Rise of King Diamond. Well,
exactly.
On his own, anyway. And then, of course, Metallica and Slayer and all those guys started getting their chops.
Listening to those guys. And then in high school, I actually played drums in a garage band. And we used to cover Metallica, Van Halen, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. So I had that background also, and that's my metalhead friends were buying, because you could where we were from, you couldn't find Metallica or Anthrax or Slayer in the record stores, and they would have to order that stuff. And here I was listening to Led Zeppelin and Van Halen and all that kind of stuff, and then I'm going over to my buddies' houses to playing garage bands, and that's whenever I discovered the Metallica,
right?
And
that kind of
Anthrax and that kind
stuff.
Of Slayer.
I can only imagine was maybe not life changing, but at the time for what music was, I mean, gone are the days of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Metallica, and Slayer. I don't know if we'll ever see metal bands that big anymore.
Yeah,
the music scene has changed.
It's changed.
You can no longer get a record a deal and you've made it and everything's great. It doesn't work like that anymore. So those albums must have changed everything. Well, specifically, Metallica and Slayer, because at the time, what was your main thing? Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, King Diamond, that kind of stuff was still going on. Obviously, Black Sabbath was still around doing things, but then here come these real young kids that are playing real heavy and fast and kind of shit that you never heard before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when, I don't even know if they had coined the term thrash metal when I was listening to it. It's kind of like when I started listening to all the grunge bands, I'm doing air quotes here, they didn't have the word grunge coined yet, so whenever my buddies got Kill 'Em All and Fistful of Metal from Anthrax and those albums, they had ordered them from Metal Blade or whatever, that was just the newest metal, and it was underground. That's all I knew. It was called underground metal.
You were going to go see Metallica, and it was going to be at a small show at a small venue, and James Hetfield was going to be real fucking screechy.
Well, by the time I saw Metallica, they'd already started getting big.
Yeah.
And this was in 1988.
Yeah.
So Cliff had already died, and Metallica opened up for Van Halen at Rice Stadium.
I have heard other people talk about the epicness of that show.
That was a great show.
Yeah, I bet so.
It was hot as hell. It was an all-day event. You had
Welcome to Texas.
Yeah, I mean, you had bands like on the bill like Kingdom Come, Dokken, which their monitors or something went out, and I remember Don Dokken got really pissed off. But Metallica came out there and just kicked everybody's ass. But I was already knee-deep into Metallica by then. I loved them. They had just released their Garage Days EP.
Yeah.
Which I loved.
When I was in 7th grade, that Garage Incorporated, obviously I never heard the EP I have now, but when I was younger, that Garage Incorporated dual disc set changed my fucking life. Introduced to Diamond Head, Merciful Fate,
right?
Fucking Blue Oyster Cult, which my mom had listened to a little bit of Blue Oyster Cult, but not that stuff they were covering. All of the hits, which are still great. So. Okay, we could talk about metal history. We could go on for 3 hours.
Right.
So let's talk about you. Let's talk about your career and how you got to work with so many talented musical artists. How do you go about making something for Black Sabbath or Down? These are guys who I've worshipped my entire life.
Yeah. Okay, it all started with Soundgarden for me.
Okay.
I love Soundgarden. Anybody knows me knows I love Soundgarden. I mean, I got a lot of music, but that's the band right there for me. Whenever they got back together, back in 2010, I believe, they started touring, and I had some art friends on Facebook already that were poster artists. Now, I always loved the concert posters, the screen printed gig posters, and I'm like, you know what? And I saw this guy out of New Jersey, and he did 2 of them for a Chicago show. And I'm just like, they're on tour now. They've just announced their second leg of the tour, which I had like 3 months. I'm just going to do a poster. I didn't know who to get in contact with. So I did the poster, and it's the one with the Indian chief with the wolf. Mm-hmm. If you've seen that one.
Yeah,
real psychedelic looking. That was the first design I did, and when I got it done, I did it for the Houston date when they played, which was the Bayou Music Center, which is now the Revention Center. I did it for that venue.
That venue's had a lot of names. I think it was Verizon Theater when I went
was
there the first time when I was like 15
yeah.
to see Tori Amos.
hey, I like Tori Amos.
Oh, I like Tori Amos too.
Yeah. Oh, she's great.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We just saw Marissa Nadler. Are you familiar with her?
No, I don't.
Oh, she is. She opened for Ghost. We went and saw Ghost recently in San Antonio, and if I could get you a copy of the album, I would. But I highly recommend, if you like Tori Amos, Marissa Nadler is fucking amazing.
I've got a lot of Tori Amos's albums. So the Soundgarden poster I did for Houston. Now, once I got the artwork done and ready, that's when the search began. And I just got on the internet and I hunted and searched for any kind of connection I could find. I mean, I'm breaking out albums, looking at their management company, that's printed.
So you wanted something. You wanted to show these guys this amazing artwork you did, and you just went out and said, fuck, I'm going to find out who to get in contact with, and you, I assume you found them.
Yes. So it took me 2 weeks, and I scoured the internet. I even found their lawyer, who was very kind to me. He he didn't blow me. He answered my emails. He said, "Hey, I'll pass this along to them, whatever."
Wow.
Now it didn't get to them, but this guy's well connected, and he. From another friend, it's like, "Oh, you found their lawyer?" And I told him his name, and he goes, "Oh man, that guy's a lawyer for like all these Hollywood actors and all these big name rock stars." And I was like, "Yeah, he was super cool." But my buddy Paul ended up finding the promotion company, and it was a place in Tennessee. And this company also handles groups like the Dave Matthews Band, and all these other big touring acts. And so I unearthed all these connections and emails, but this one company, and it wasn't Live Nation. They're with Live Nation now, but it was some other big promotion.
Live Nation seems to be kind of taking over everything.
Yeah, they've taken over. There's a few others out there, but Live Nation is the biggest. So Soundgarden was with this other Artist Direct, I believe. I know I'm screwing it up, but anyway. So I got everybody's emails from the website, and it was like 20-something emails, and I just sent them all an email and told them who I am, what I did, what I'm trying to accomplish. One guy in that company responded back, and he goes, and it was like, I casted a big net and caught the fish.
Right.
And he's like, "Kyler, I'm the guy that handles Soundgarden's posters." I'm like, "Yay." So he goes, "All right, let me run this by their management." He goes, "Here's the thing, though. They've already assigned all the dates. I may have to make you change the date." And I said, "That's fine," which he did. They'd already given it to another artist here in Houston. He goes, "So you can have St. Louis," which was the Pageant is where they played. So I changed it out from Bayou Music Center to the Pageant, St. Louis. And if you look at the artwork, the Indian chief had a ring on his finger, which I really wanted it to be for Texas because it was a Texas ring. So what I did is I put the St. Louis arch on the chief's finger. It's kind of a little hidden thing in there. So that's where that one started. And then from there, I started hitting other small local groups, kind of reaching out to them also. Like Switchblade Jesus was
love those guys.
One of the first ones. They, I don't know if they had followed me or something on Facebook or Twitter, and so I bought their CD, and I was like, "Wow, these guys are good." And it was like self-produced,
Yeah.
and I'm like, they
We
got
have
a
a
big,
copy of it on
heavy,
vinyl.
fat clutch kind of a sound,
Yeah.
And I'm like, they did it all themselves. I was like, wow. So I did a design for them. And actually, I've done a couple of designs for them. That we're doing a T-shirt for one.
Did you do the design that's got like, if I remember correctly, it's like a triangle with like kind of like a priestly figure with a cow head? No,
that was their artwork for their album.
Oh,
cover.
okay.
So that was already done by the time I discovered those guys. I did the one where it's Jesus, and he's paring an apple, and if you look at the apple is the devil.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, and he's got a couple of switchblade knives stuck in the table, and he's paring the apple with a switchblade, so it's like, switchblade Jesus. So that was the first one I did for them, and Eric was like, whoa, and we actually never ended up printing that on a poster, and he sat on it, and he's finally getting to print it on a t-shirt. Which those guys are going to be in town, I believe, in a week or so.
Saturday, actually. But sorry for everyone listening, this concert is already long past. It's the first church of amplifier worship.
So when I did the Soundgarden, that first one, my buddy Marzi, I had Marzi on Facebook. Now, I've known about Marzi for several years. I've had his one and only first album for several years. I'd seen him play, I'd always been blown away. He's such a great guitarist.
He really is.
Yeah, he's so good. And I had shared the image with him online when I was trying to get it approved. And once I finally got it approved, I had... me and my buddy went out to go to a Rat concert at House of Blues. So I knew that Marzi was going to the Rat show, and I told my buddy, I was like, be on the lookout for Marzi tonight. And so I ran into him right when Rat started playing, and we hung out after the show, and he's like, hey, will you do a poster for us and the Illegals? So that's kind of how that all started.
Okay.
And
yeah, I've seen that one. I was checking it out online.
That was before their first Illegals album was released, but it was about to be. It was already done.
Right.
They were just getting all the packaging together. And he's like, do a poster for us. I'm like, okay. So they went out on tour. I did the poster, and when they came back, I sent it to him, and he showed Philip, and they loved it, and that's kind of how that relationship started. And so I've done several for them now, with the Down. And
Phil is really big on when he meets somebody who has talent that he enjoys, whether it be music or artistry, obviously, and pulling them in and working with them.
Yeah.
Which I think is one of the coolest things about him. We had the pleasure of meeting him and Jimmy Bauer last year at Housecore Horror Fest, and we got to spend some time with them, and it was just right place, right time, and they were cool dudes.
Yeah.
Really cool dudes.
So doing the Soundgarden spun off to doing the Illegals, which then spun off to doing Down and Superjoint, and once you get more out there, the local bands start coming at you.
It's all about generating content.
Exactly. And since Soundgarden's with Live Nation, and I've done multiple posters for Soundgarden now, Chris Cornell also, that's where the Black Sabbath came in.
Okay.
From Live Nation.
Okay,
so
that
they
makes sense.
contacted me and said, hey, you want to do a Live Nation, a Black Sabbath poster? I'm like, of course.
Fuck yes.
I mean, twist my arm.
Yeah. So have you ever got to meet Chris Cornell?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Is he a nice guy?
Yeah. I met him way back when, in '92, when I used to work security, and you gotta understand, we were all younger then, and they were just coming up, and so he was much more gracious. Now you got girls that are stalking him, and
right,
he's got those
fucking rock star.
He's one of the few big rock stars out there now.
Right.
So when he first started doing his acoustic solo tour, we met him again. But it was very brief. But I always go back to that first time because he was really cool. I met the other guys in the band too.
If somebody wants to contact you about a commission job for a logo or a t-shirt or an album cover, how would they go about doing that?
KylerSharp.com.
And you're open for work most of the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got irons in the fire right now. I've got a couple posters that I'll be starting pretty soon. and you know, different stuff. You might have seen the pinball machine art I just recently did. I got another one I got to do.
I do believe I just saw that the other day. Actually, is that the one? Was it zombies or some?
Yeah, it's like a Crypt Keeper zombie.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I saw that the other day.
So I got another one I got to do. It's like Frankenstein. So that's coming up. But you know, I've got 2 posters that I haven't started yet, but I've already been asked to do them for pretty big bands.
Can you name drop, or is that hush hush?
I don't want to say it just because I can tell you when this is all shut down. Well,
yeah.
I'm not superstitious.
Turn off the microphones.
I'm not superstitious. You just never know when,
right.
You know, if it'll happen.
It's very
or not.
professional.
Well, you just don't know if it's going to happen or not. You know, I've already been asked to do it. And then it's like, okay, we'll get back with you the details. Well, I was supposed to be doing one for this big Australian band. That was like 3 weeks ago I was asked to do it.
Yeah.
Well, they've waited so long, they can't get through to their management, blah, 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 that they waited too long. And it would have been a good poster do, which I can tell you because that was for Airborne, which is an Australian metal band. They're a lot like, you know, AC/DC, kind of like early 80s metal, Judas Priest type stuff.
I've heard the name, but definitely not familiar
They're party
with the
rock, party metal.
I'll have to check them out. I might like them. I've tried to broaden my horizons. I'll be 31 this year, but as a younger guy, especially in my teenage years, in my early 20s, is very had to be a specific type of music.
Right.
Fuck everything else. And over the years,
as you get older, you end up liking a lot more stuff.
Yeah, fuck that mentality. Right, there's so much great shit out there. Why wall yourself off?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Maurice from Blues Funeral said it best the other day when we were talking on Facebook. He's like, yeah, man, why separate yourself in a wall of what you think metal should be?
Right.
It's a silly way to be. I wish we had more time to talk. We'll definitely sit down together again. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You feel good about it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for coming. All right, let's get right fucking to it. Up next, we've got Mastema, Not My Master, Skeptic, and Vincent Fink. But first, God-Fearing Fuck from Houston.
In this day, reading it just a better day. face the morning star. Don't you hate just who you are? So lost, so crown the chosen king. He destroys everything. Help us, we're helpless. So Just hate. infinite base, cleanse of mankind's flaws. I did what I must, save for themselves, refuse of the staff. The souls are black, now refilling the void, left by the gas, emptiness. I've been burning the gun, once I work, molding the flesh, perfection. These shall be the best yet. I did what I must, they will serve, obeying my words, be born again.
That was a good Rogering from Austin with Under the Gun and Lifeblood off the album of the same name. Grab a copy on iTunes. This episode's a bit long, so no plugs today. If you have any questions, comments, or you'd like your band featured on the show, send us an email at texasmetalshow@gmail.com. Remember to check your show notes for any links we may have talked about in the show, especially Kyler Sharp. He does excellent work at a reasonable price.